Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that's loud. Let's turn that down.
A little bit.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Daytona Ice Arena, ACHA Division III SCHC matchup between Embry-Riddle, University of South Florida Bulls. Jordan Shepard joined alongside Andrew Caputo. Caputo, what do you think?
I think this is going to be a really exciting matchup. These are two the top teams in the South, obviously top teams in the SCHC, and they split the series the last time they played, and I don't see another reason for good quality hockey here tonight.
Exactly. That's what we like, is good quality hockey. And a good quality player has a puck in Ryan Marks, and he just threw it towards the front of the net, and it's cleared back to the right point for Bridges. Shot into the glove of Matthew Richard, who's starting his 5th game of the season. Comes in with a 2-2 record, a .318 goals against, an .896 save percentage.
Look to see if the Eagles can take advantage here of this goaltender. Hasn't played a whole lot this season, and see if they can get the jump quickly here in this home matchup.
Sam Coleman is the leader in starts on the USF, and my thoughts is maybe he's going to get tomorrow's game.
Most likely in front of the home crowd there.
Wow.
And
Alex Fowler almost took the door off the boards with that hit. Here's Jack Boken through the neutral zone down the right side. Tried to make a move around Moss, and he was bumped into, and the puck ends up in the left corner. USF on the breakout. Hoffman given a bump there by Fowler, and it's chipped into the neutral zone, and here's a 2-on-1. McKeeve tried to center, and a good job there by Bryce Corner to get that puck in his skate and break up the pass. Hoffman tried to throw it in front. It was broken up, and Brantley Miller will start the breakout. He's just going to flip that down the ice, and it will be icing. And Embry-Riddle won't be able to change. Tampa's going to get fresh legs out there, and they're going to have an offensive zone faceoff.
It's going to be a tough omission tonight. The Embry-Riddle Eagles are going to be missing their stalwart third-line center, Turner Kaufman, and he is out for the weekend, and that will be a big gap to fill here. Let's see if the team can really rally around his absence. They're going to have to really pull together to make up for that.
And like you say, he's a big part of this team. They've been really running 3 scoring lines all year.
And
Bob Joyce has had the depth to do it.
I believe he's 3rd in points for the Embry-Riddle Eagles this season, behind Jack Boken and Ryan Marks.
Puck sent down the ice by Noah Austin, and we'll have another icing.
And it's going to be a tough change here. Looks like Brantley Miller and Alex Fowler have been on the ice since first puck drop, as Noah Austin was the only one who was able to get on as a fresh set of legs. D were able to change, it looked like, as well, but the wingers got to be tired out there.
And Austin wins that draw. Remy Hata will play it around the boards, looking for Miller, and that was cut off. Puck was thrown at the front of the net. Hata was able to break it up, and Fowler chips it out into the neutral zone. They're finally going to be able to get that change that they want. Here's Alfardo for USF. He's moves it up to Lynch, who's given a bump by Hata on the boards. USF on the attack. No Austin, good low puck support's able to start the breakout for Embry-Riddle. He carries the puck through the neutral zone. Well, nice move, and he was broken up by Lynch there as he tried to cut towards the net. That puck's chipped down the ice, and here's a chance for a 2-on-1 again. Centering pass. What a save by Proulier.
That was a huge save.
Wow.
For his first shot of the game, absolutely.
That was Kenny Whiteman on the pass. And he got the left pad down, and that was a huge save. Not a very good start for Embry-Riddle so far. And here's another potential 2-on-1. Down the right side is Nick Walters. He throws it out in front, and that was broken up there by Ryan Knapp, who has definitely changed his look over the break. Here's Kyle Usiak down the left side. He's under pressure there from DePaulo, and he was able to force the puck out to the blue line, but not out. It's sent right back in by Wyatt Ebner, and David Lytle will go on the forecheck. Nelson has the puck for USF, left corner, plays it around to the right side for DePaulo. He lost the handle. Adrian Devers on him. USF unable to get it out as Ryan Knapp held in at the line. Lytle forced a turnover in the high slot, and the puck comes out in the neutral zone, and Jeremy Kierson will send it right back in. The pace of play is definitely starting to pick up now from both sides.
A lot of back and forth motion here. The neutral zone's going to be a battleground tonight.
Not a lot of time and space out there. Puck was sent in by Kenny Whiteman. He's captain the USF Bulls, and here Jack Boken getting taken down. David Lytle trying to support. Comes back to the line. There's a long shot into the glove of Nico Proulier. from Nicholas Falbo, and he'll hold on with 16:28 to go in the first.
This is going to be an interesting line to watch here tonight. Actually, I was dubbing this, talking to the guys before, the line to watch tonight. It's a banging line, this fourth line. Matt Silcox, Mario Filardi, and Ben Malcheski.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a very physical line.
And Adam Letarte had some good things to say about the second line as well.
Spoke too soon as they were pulled off the ice here. First line comes right back out. I shouldn't have said anything of their game debut. Looks like they'll have to wait.
Alex Fowler couldn't get the puck out of the zone as Rhodes was able to hold it in, and he does again. And now here's a chance for Ryan Marks down the right side. Marks takes the shot, and that was off the blocker of Richard, and it looked like he had a lot of trouble. Wow. That was Jack Bogan that tried to lay a big hit in center ice, and it looked like borderline interference to me. I feel like the Eagles got away with one there. Alex Fowler trying to get the puck out. He couldn't do it.
What?
Waitman lost his balance at the blue line, and now Rhodes has it in the right corner. He's going to play it around for Falbo.
I'm not sure where Fowler went on that play there. He went to the, I think he went to the wrong wing.
And here's Fowler in a race, and the puck's going to come out, and Richard's going to play it off the linesman, and Marks took a slap shot. That went off a skate in front and over the net. Brentley Miller has it behind the net now. Falbo plays it back to the, or played it up to the blue line. Remy Hata was able to hold in, and Marks is taken down from behind by Rhodes, and he's going to go for cross-checking.
Yeah, it's just it's a tough play there by Rhodes. He's looking to try to finish the check there, but I mean, Marks is in a dangerous spot there, and you have to respect that as a player coming in. He was unsuspecting, and he's going for trying to put up a fight there, but he looks like he's going for the cross-check.
And you know what, just as a former player, you can still take the body in that position, but was told to just take your stick and hold it and kind of push him in. Like, take yourself in with him and then push him up against the boards. Don't push him into the boards so he falls into the boards.
And that's just that's something that sometimes, it's tough to be aware of when you're making that judgment call. But the Eagles have an opportunity here regardless.
No, Austin loses that draw, and it's cleared down the ice by Nelson. Prulier's going to stop it and leave it behind the net for Bryce Corner. So the Eagles start with their second line power play, second unit, I should say. Corner will give it up to Remy Hata. He's going to get it into the opposite corner. Adam Letarte goes against Nelson. Nelson unable to come away with that puck as Letarte did a good job forcing him behind the net, and now Usiak.
And he's just an absolute battler there.
He is. He's not very big, but he plays like he's 6'4".
I mean, he just forces mistakes from the other opposition's defensemen all the time, and he uses his speed to get into tough areas.
Bryce Corner gives it to Noah Austin, shot off the blocker of Richard into the left corner, and it actually caught some of the netting, so there will be a face-off to his right.
Feels like more than 5.5 minutes have passed here, to be honest, but it's been a lot of actions happened.
And and like you say, it's been back and forth, and there's not a lot of space in the neutral zone. It's really going to come down, like you said, just little things. The little things are going to win these types of games. Good quality hockey.
Should note this is the last set of games before the SCHC conference playoffs next weekend in Orlando.
Puck sent down the ice. Just went over the glove of Jack Boken. He tried to glove it down, and he's shaking his hands. I know what that feels like. It doesn't feel very good. Boken was able to take that puck away, and it's a 2-on-2 with Miller. Jack Boken tried to play it to the middle, and that pass was broken up by Alfaro, and Alex Fowler's going to have to play it off the boards to Jack Boken and try to start another breakout. Only 40 seconds to go in this Eagles power play. They came into this game the power play of only 15.8%, so definitely not the stronger part of this team, but they've been able to win games with depth scoring and good defense this year.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like a lot's been generated really on here. Give credit to USF. I think their penalty coaches have been very aggressive and challenging the Riddle players at the line a lot.
Just as you say that, it's aggressive penalty killing that forces an icing on the power play for Embry Riddle, so there'll be a draw to the right of Nico Prullier with 15 seconds to go. The opening power play. USF's penalty kill came in at 85.5%, which is a very respectable number. Here's Jack Boken down the left side. He's given a bump, but he's going to hold on to it. He's going to give it over to Mario Filardi, and there's that fourth line that you were talking about, Caputo. Filardi threw a shot on net, and that was deflected out of play.
And it looks like the Bulls are going to return to full strength here, and I am excited to see these guys. I think they're going to be a physical line. I think they're going to try to really get inside the heads of the USF Bulls. And again, as soon as I say that, we're looking to change the lines again. Apologies. Every time I have to stop talking about these guys. I think that they'll stay on the ice a little bit longer.
Well, I think maybe Bob Joyce is trying to line match. Here's Kierson fanned on the shot in the slot, and here comes USF the other way. McKee was taken down, and here comes Kierson. He's got a step, and he cuts to the outside, gives it to David Lytle. Lytle, shot from the high slot into the glove of Richard. He holds on.
You know, tough play there for Jeremy. They're fanning on the first shot, but good play to come back, back check, steal the puck back, and generate an opportunity that Lytle was able to use to get a decent shot on net.
It's Adrian Deborah, Jeremy Kierson, and David Lytle on this third line. There's a shot from Ebner at the point. It was stopped by the left pad of Richard, and unable to hold it at the line, but Ryan Knapp is back to support in the neutral zone. Adrian Deborah has the puck. He's bumped there. It came back to Ryan Knapp, who got it up to Wyatt Ebner, and Embry-Riddle breaks out. Deborah on the forecheck against Falvo for USF, and now they're going to start the breakout, and it's really just back and forth hockey. Not a lot of sustained offensive zone time for either team, even with the power play. Here comes USF 2-on-2. Rhodes, drop pass, and there's a shot by Sheehan, and that was over the net.
And that's a shot you don't want to really give up. That was a prime scoring chance there. He just missed.
Battle in the left corner, no Austin Wyatt Ebner in there. And Ebner lost the battle. No Austin, Ryan Knapp, good support. But the puck ends up on the right half wall. Battle between a bunch of green and white jerseys, and the puck finally comes out of the neutral zone, and it's David Lytle, who's, I assume, out of gas at the end of his shift.
And if you look to see if he can get to the bench here on a line change.
Here comes Moss for USF. Moss tried to throw it out in front. It went off the skate of Hottop, but it ended up behind the net. For Nick Walters. He's got the puck behind the net now. Timoyan will play it back behind the net and get it back again. He's given a bump there by Kyle Usiak, and here's Ryan Marks. He gives it to Adam Letarte, losing his speed. It's a 2-on-1. Letarte's shot, he missed the net.
That's where you just want to look to see if you can drive that far pad, and you had two guys driving the net.
We're going to get a penalty here? Signal cross-check, and who's it going? It looks like
one of the USF players there. Looks to be
Nick Walters. So another chance on the power play for Embry-Riddle, and they've got to get something going here.
Yeah, I mean, these are chances that you come back to at the end of the game, and you're like, was this the reason we didn't make it, or it can be deciding factors.
Brandley Miller, right corner, plays it behind the net for Ryan Marks. He tried to throw it out in front for Fowler. It was broken up, but he's got it back. Miller, right point for Bridges. Bridges will give it to the left point for Jack Boken. He waited a little too long, and his shot was blocked, and it's cleared into the neutral zone. And you got to see a little more sense of urgency from these Eagles.
Now's a risky play there. Jack Boken's having a tough time here.
Here's a shorthanded 2-on-1. It's Zach Malati. Gives it back a shot there. It was blocked by Marks. Thrown out in front. And now Alex Fowler tried to give it to Miller, and I don't know what he was doing there.
You have all this time, and you're on an odd man rush. And I got to be honest, the back check on that penalty kill power play was pretty bad.
It was a 3-on-1, and here's USF on again, shorthanded, and there's a backhand by Tim Lynch, goes wide, and now Embry-Riddle is going to take away their power play. We're going to skate 4-on-4 for 56 seconds, and it's laziness.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, this is pure laziness right now, and this is frustrating to watch. Give credit to USF. They outworked them on their own power play.
USF came ready to play, and Embry-Riddle didn't. And Bob Joyce isn't too happy on the bench.
I would not be there. That's a tough penalty for Bridges to take there. Not even really sure if that's his fault on the play, but especially as a defenseman, if you're given chances like that, sometimes you have to take these penalties.
So it'll be 4-on-4, and Knapp is going to play it for Wyatt Ebner, who's going to have some space to skate it out down the right side. Gives it to Jeremy Kierson down the left side. Throws it into the left corner. Wyatt Ebner on the forecheck. Battling against two USF Bulls, and Ebner was taken down behind the play, and some people wanted a call. Meanwhile, USF throws it out in front, and that was over the net. That was Nelson's backhand that missed.
And again, that was the play by Jeremy Kiersey. He just kind of let his man go.
Waitman gives it back to the point. Unable to hold it in was Drake DiPaolo, and he's going to have to regroup. David Lytle's on the ice now. Waitman will go far side for Nelson, who sends it in behind the net. Ryan Knapp battles there with him, and Knapp was able to get it around, but it's held in at the line by Brock Hoffman. Hoffman tried to make a spin move on Kierson. He did. He got it into the left corner. Nelson tried to play it. It was intercepted by Hata. David Lytle able to get the puck out, and he's got a potential one-on-one down the left side. Lytle shot off the stick of Nelson and over the net. Rhodes leaves it in the neutral zone, and here's a chance. Hoffman looking for a 2-on-1.
And that was a scary pinch there by Hata. He lucky to just manage to get that stick on it, but that was about a couple inches away from being a 3-on-1 opportunity for USF.
Yeah.
And the Eagles need to be really careful. USF is not afraid to just wait them out and take advantage of these chances and come up the rush.
They're too loose. There's not a lot of sense of urgency right now in this Embry-Riddle team. And Falbo throws that into the opposite corner. Bryce Corn will play it down the ice, and now the Eagles are on a PK, so it's sent down onto Richard. He's going to play it around the boards. McKeeve was taken down, and now here's Falbo, and McKeeve took it off his skate. He's going to skate through the neutral zone and lost it. And Alec Biscoff's going to send it back into the USF zone. Matt Silcox, an aggressive penalty kill forecheck. There's only 7 seconds left in the USF power play. And they'll get a short breakout here. Here's a chance for Hoffman. Down the left side, Hoffman scores.
And that's just, give credit to Hoffman there. That's one Nico Prulier probably wants to have back after the good saves he's made so far. But, that's just assessing your options and, really making Nico think that you're going to make a pass there and just throwing it 5-hole. That
he
just
did.
That
he
happens.
Had him completely fooled.
And
but
you
can't really, in a sense, maybe he should have made the save, but what about the saves he's made earlier in the game?
No, absolutely. He's played incredibly well so far. But you can tell. I know Nico. I've skated with him and his partner for 4 years on the back end there, and that's one he's going to be upset with himself for.
Here's Adam Letarte trying to change the score. Drives wide, gets taken down, and the Eagles are going to go back on the power play. Came out in front for Austin, hopped over his stick. There's a shot by Bridges, was blocked, and another Eagles power play, and we'll have to see what happens here.
With 7:47 left here, the shots, if we're going to believe the board here, 4-3 in favor of Riddle. It's a bit of an unusual look here. It's been a very low opportunity game.
A lot of block shots.
And again, for the third time tonight, already in the first period here, Jordan, I feel like I'm getting repetitive. The Eagles have to take advantage of this power play.
Yeah.
It does not look good before.
Already their third one, and there's been no sense of urgency.
I think, if anything, USF's looked a lot better on it so far.
Now Austin loses that draw. Jack Boken trying to hold the puck in on the left hash marks, and it ends up behind the USF net, and Colin Bridges couldn't hold it in at the line, hopped over his stick. So Bridges will start the regroup. Usiak gives it to Letarte off the end of his stick, but he's going to go and forecheck. Letarte ends up behind the net, falls down, held in at the line by Colin Bridges. Letarte gives it to Kyle Usiak. He tried to give it across to Noah Austin, and Zach Slezak's going to send that down the ice.
You got to just take that shot there. This is really a bit of getting too cute. This is something that we talked about a bit against FGCU last weekend, and you really just want to make sure you're getting the chances on net.
Here's Jack Boken through the neutral zone. Going to try to get things set up here. Good pass to Usiak. Takes the shot out, was over the net, but he had the top left corner. And now here's a breakaway pass. Nick Walters. Bridges on the back check. Good job by Colin Bridges to get back on a potential shorthanded breakaway and save a big scoring chance.
I mean, and that was, again, that's huge. I mean, you're another chance that USF's getting. Give them credit. They are really looking to take advantage of this this Riddle power play.
First line out there now for Embry-Riddle, Ryan Marks. Tried to center for Remy Hata. It was in his skates, and Marks did a good job holding that puck in at the line. And now Nelson plays it around the boards, but Bryce Corner is able to hold it in. 30 seconds to go on this power play. Brentley Miller off the end of his stick in the right corner. Has it behind the net. Ryan Marks, center point. Remy Hata, shot blocked. Corner shot, bouncing, and it's off the pad of Richard. He's going to hold on, and that was really the first high-quality chance they had on this power play, or on any power play.
I mean, give Fowler credit there for just kind of getting the broken shot through. You never really know. Hata's shot was blocked. You know, you just have some traffic in front. I mean, good job by Richardson for covering the puck up there. Could have been a little bit of a messy situation if he'd given up a juicy rebound.
Kierson wins the draw clean. There's a shot by Hata off the blocker of Richard. Deborah cycles it down for Lytle, and unfortunately it's not the NHL, otherwise that'd be a delay of game penalty for USF.
And we would have definitely liked that there, but blame the short glass here a little bit here at Daytona Ice Arena for making that play possible. But
it is some of the shortest glass I've ever played with.
I have to agree. It's a bit unusual.
Deborah shot through traffic. He just missed.
And that was a great opportunity there off a face-off play.
Well, David Lytle was going through with the screen. And a hand pass called.
And I don't know if I agreed with that. I thought that Adrian Deborah was one of the first to touch that. But I guess the linesman had a bit of a closer view than I did there, Jordan.
Yeah.
So I guess they were going to have this face-off outside.
Well, we know the refs are always really good. They're really good.
It's a good thing that we can't use sarcasm on the air here.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like just to mention, the Bulls are back to 5-on-5 straight. So 0 for 3 in this first period on power plays. The Eagles are really not taking advantage of some big chances early.
Pass was out of the reach of Hoffman, and Falbo tried to get it in deep. It went off Kierson's stick, but Falbo did a good job recovering. And then turned it over to Kierson, and his deep partner, Keith Moss, bailed him out. David Lytle through the neutral zone, and there's just no time and space in the neutral zone. Here's Lytle over the blue line, drives to the left side. Now he's going to go behind the net. Plays it back behind the net for Jeremy Kierson. Moss is going to take that puck away, and USF's going to try to break out. Falbo plays it up the right side for Hoffman, and Hata was able to get it back in deep. But USF will have plenty of time and space to break out. Moss gives it to Hoffman down the right side. Hoffman long shot, and that was off the right pad of Proulier. Rebound came right back out to McKeeve, and his shot was blocked. Now here's Hoffman tried to throw it out in front. McKeeve has it right corner. McKeeve gets it back to the line for DePaulo, and he's going to play it around behind the net for Rhodes. And Alec Bishkoff on the right side for Embry-Riddle is going to start a 3-on-2. Silcox. Matt Silcox shot off the stick of Richard, and he deflects it into the right corner, or left corner. Battle at the side of the net, and the puck is sent down the ice by Hoffman, and that will be icing. And these USF forwards have been out there for a while.
And this will be a good chance here to see the second line come out, see if they can generate some chances here. Good job with the fourth line. You know, they came in on a defensive zone situation. They managed to break it out, and they generated some decent offensive zone time. So
I think they're the best looking line so far.
I have to agree. You know, they've been working hard, and they were physical. They were tough on the puck. So we need to see more of that from the other three lines.
There's Noah Austin trying to get the puck back to Ryan Knapp, and it was broken up. And here comes Hoffman, 2-on-1. Hoffman, shot, stopped by the shoulder of Proulier.
And that's another huge opportunity given up.
USF's not finished attacking yet. DePaulo trying to hold the puck at the line, and he does. Place it down there for McKeeve. McKeeve tried to center, and it went off of Usiak, but Usiak didn't have good body position. And McKeeve was able to hold the puck in at the line, and now it's cleared out. Ryan Knapp, left point, plays it into the left corner, goes against DePaulo. He lays the body. And now we got some pushing and shoving, and what's going on with Ryan Knapp?
And I'm not sure
and
what's
Drake
happening
DePaulo.
here.
I don't know who lost
and,
their stick.
Looks like Noah Austin is having some words as well.
Oh, man. Knapp. And the crowd here in Daytona loves it.
And this is hopefully these are offsetting penalties, but I mean, you know, as long as no one's coming out of here shorthanded, this is exactly what you want here for Embry-Riddle. A little bit of physicality in the game, you know, a little bit of anger. It looks like the Eagles have been pretty kind of lackadaisical in their effort here. You want to get some skin in the game.
Well, and Knapp just went in and laid it seemed like it caught DePaulo off guard. I mean, he played the puck, and Knapp was kind of a little slow, but then he just laid the body and knocked him down.
And I guess DePaulo didn't like that very much. I mean, nothing wrong with that hit. You know, you're finishing
No,
your
there
check.
was nothing wrong with that hit. And in all honesty, I would be surprised if DePaulo got the extra two, but it looks like it's just going to be 4-on-4.
And I think that's all right. I mean, you know, again, this is good for the Eagles. I mean, looks like they're going to have Boken, Bridges, Marks, and Adam out there, which is a very speedy set of 4 players out there. I think this is a good opportunity. I think that you're going to have a good chance to see what's going on. And looks like Adam is coming to the bench. You'll have Alex Fowler out there instead. But
they're still fast.
The fans are into it, and I think that's what you're looking for out of a game like this.
Well, I'd never played in front of a crowd until I played here, and it's so energizing as a player.
And they are excited tonight, these fans.
Ryan Marks behind the net right corner. Sorry to cut you off there, Caputo.
It's all good.
Here's Alfaro, gives it on the right side. Here's a chance for Miranda. His shot is into the chest. Nico Proulier. He'll hold on. 3:08 to go in the first period. It's gone by pretty fast. Not a lot of whistles.
It definitely, I think it definitely started to pick up now towards the end too. It's been a lot of back and forth. USF not really getting a lot of chances tonight, or excuse me, shots tonight, but a lot of chances.
Bridges couldn't hold it in. Here's Miranda. He's going to play it down low for Waitman. Now plays it to Alfaro at the point, and that was deflected into the left corner. Jack Boken up the right side. He's going to use his speed, and it's a 2-on-2 with Ryan Marks. Boken is going to get forced into the right corner. He's going to play it back to the point for Alex Fowler, and he whiffed on the pass. And here's Miranda. He's going to give it down the right side there for Waitman. Drop it off for Tim Lynch, and his shot was deflected into the corner. And Jack Boken lays Lynch on the ice. It was a slow developing play, but he got the body on him. Here's Ryan Marks with a backhand, and that caught Richard off guard.
And that was a great play. Just kind of funny, just talking about Ryan Marks. We had practice on this week, and Marks just kind of took a quick shot, maybe from about 15, 20 feet out, and no idea for me. I just totally missed it. I mean, he really just has that quick release. He can be very unsuspecting about it. So.
Well, and you're a goalie. It was a backhand shot. What are backhands like for you guys?
I mean, they're definitely the trickiest of the 4 kinds of shots to read. I mean, they are hard to gauge coming off the blade, and Marksy knows that. So it was a good chance. I mean, give him credit.
Here's Alex Rhodes down the right side. Tried to center it, and he whiffed on it. He had men in front. Rhodes, center point, still has the puck. Jeremy McPherson poke-checked it, but it's held in at the line by Nelson. Now the puck is in the right corner. Logan Sheehan and Remy Hata battle, and looked like a miscommunication between corner and Lytle on who was going to get that free puck in the corner. And Bryce is going to carry it through the neutral zone, gives it to Lytle down the right side. He's going to send it in and go on the forecheck. Richard plays it around the boards. Comes into the neutral zone for Wyatt Ebner. Threw it across to Jeremy Kierson, who's going to take some ice that's given to him. And he was poke-checked at the blue line. It's going to be sent in by David Lytle. Tampa's doing a really good job of holding you at the blue line, not allowing clean zone entries, forcing you to dump and chase.
Big hit by Adrian Deborah there.
Wow.
That's
Lytle tried to go for the big hit on Moss and missed. But the hard forechecking is good for Embry-Riddle. Comes back to the center point for Bridges. A shot, and that was deflected into the left corner.
And it didn't look like Richardson saw that at all. 1 minute remaining in the period.
Ebner held it in at the line, and then he tried to throw it down low, and it was blocked there by Slezak, and it's going to be played back into the USF zone, but played right back out. Wyatt Ebner tried to feed Noah Austin, and he went off the end of his stick, and Ebner's going to get it back, and this time he's going to send it in. Usiak, Letarte, and Noah Austin are out there for the final 30-plus seconds of this first period. Noah Austin behind the net. Tried to play it back to the point. It was partially broken up. And there's a shot by Wyatt Ebner deflected into the right corner. Good traffic in front. Adam Letarte lays the body, plays it back to the right point for Colin Bridges. His shot, weak, but it got through, and then tried to deflect with Noah Austin, and it didn't get anywhere. Here's a one-on-one now. Shot by Joseph Tamoyan was over the net, and here's Adam Letarte, but there's no time left in the first. And it's going to be a 1-0 USF lead with the shots, according to the board, 6-4. I don't know how accurate that is, but not a good period for Embry-Riddle. They're going to need to be better.
I have to agree. On a lighter note, I think at the end of the period, the last 5 minutes, a bit stronger. I think that they're really realizing that USF is a team that's coming here to play. Power play has to be addressed. I think it's something that's plagued the team all year, and it's just not getting much better right now. So we'll have to see if they try something new, a new approach in the locker room. But I mean, overall, it's not a game that you're out of by any means, but you want to see a better effort in the second, no doubt.
And USF is ranked 3rd, right?
3rd in the South, yes. I think they're 7th in the nation.
And Embry-Riddle was ranked 5th. I mean, these are even teams, and it's been a pretty back and forth game. But these are important games for rankings down the stretch, especially for the regional tournament. And it comes down to seeding, who's going to get the last change in the tournament in Dallas. I believe it's in Dallas.
Yep, in Dallas, and hopefully we can fight our way into there.
But on that note, we'll be right back for the start of period number 2. It's 1-0 USF on the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network. We'd like to welcome you back for the second period of action in Daytona Beach, Florida, between Embry-Riddle and USF. We are underway. 1-0 USF, and a pretty lethargic, for lack of a better term, period for Embry-Riddle.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the locker room, so were you, when Coach Joyce was talking a little bit. His main emphasis was, this is all they have kind of thing. This is, they played a better period than us, and we're only down by a single goal here. And it was the emphasis of, we wake up, we control the play. We're going to come right back in this game, and we can play very well.
He's absolutely right. There were a couple good shifts by Embry-Riddle in that period, but there was no real time where they controlled the play. But USF had a couple good shifts in a row, and honestly, it could be 1-0, it could be 4-0. Nico Proulier, there's a shot in front, and that went off Brantley Miller.
And those were two huge chances that almost resulted in a phenomenal scoring opportunity.
Pass for Usiak out of his reach, and icing is called. Keith Moss must have beat him, and I think Usiak won the race, but the puck was on the other side after it went behind the net. So
that's just unfortunate. I mean, he almost got a stick on that as it was, and just missed it, unfortunately. It looks like everyone was able to get off except for Alex Fowler. Oh, no, excuse me. Ryan Marks is also still trapped on the ice. But the D were able to change, and Brantley Miller was able to get off.
And now they're going to get that change as that draw goes right to Nico Proulier. They didn't even have to stop the music. It's so fast.
And that's exactly how you want to tee it up if you got exhausted guys out there. Just take the face off and let's start over fresh. Second line versus second line here.
Noah Austin lose that draw. There's a wrist shot that was deflected off the stick of Noah Austin. And Remy Hatta tried to play it in the neutral zone. It hit the linesman, and it's sent right back into the zone by Tim Lynch. Remy Hatta is going to have to start a breakout for Embry-Riddle. Letarte couldn't handle that puck off the boards, and it's held in at the line as he tried to make a move. You just got to chip that out into the neutral zone.
And I was a bit close there. I wasn't sure that stayed in. But again, the linesman having a different view.
And there's a shot there by Michael Alfaro, was deflected wide, and there's another shot in front, and that went through the blue paint.
And I think that went through Nico Proulier's feet.
USF having a good first shift is Zach Malaldi. Right corner, throws out in front, and Bryce Corner was trying to break up that pass, and it almost deflected it into his own net.
Bit of a lumberyard. I'm not even sure whose stick is stuck behind the Embry-Riddle net. It seems that everybody has full sticks on the ice.
Letarte tried to cut to the middle, and he lost the puck, and it ends up with Matthew Richard, who's going to hold on. 17:48 to go in period number 2, and did USF really not get a shot there?
I was kind of surprised on that. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the shot counter here. I might have to just kind of go off intuition here. Definitely think that USF's had a few more shots, but we'll see.
Puck ends up down in the Embry-Riddle zone. Wyatt Ebner behind the Embry-Riddle net. Tried to give it to Knapp. That pass was broken up, and Ebner did a good job getting that puck back, and he's able to give it to Knapp, who's going to rim it around the boards. Took a weird hop, as it always does in Daytona.
And it looks like that stick is still stuck. The officials are not taking that stick off the ice.
That puck is sent down icing, and as you say that, we're going to get a whistle, so the stick's going to go back. And I don't know. Oh, it's broken.
Ah.
That's why nobody used it. It did not look broken in the corner.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, given from our very distorted angle, it looked like that stick was fully intact. I can see now why it was dropped. 17:19 remaining here in the period as well.
Ebner plays it up the left side for Adrian Deborah. He was knocked down there by DePaulo, and Deborah's going to get a breakout pass to Lytle, and it's a potential 2-on-1. Lytle takes the shot into the chest. Rebound, and that sat loose, and wow, that was a good chance. Scott Nelson lifted Lytle's stick so he couldn't get a rebound on that shot, but Lytle has it. He plays it back to the left point for Wyatt Ebner's shot was blocked, and Kierson tried to turn and fire, and he whiffed on it.
And that's the second time tonight he's whiffed on it from a prime scoring chance. That's got to be frustrating. Kierson scored a shorthanded goal last weekend, hoping to see if he can continue the scoring streak now.
Here comes USF, and good job by Ryan Knapp on the back check to break up that pass. It would have been a 2-on-1.
And Deborah just couldn't get his stick on it. And this is a bit of a risky play there, as there was a change from USF where a guy was hanging out in the neutral zone.
Knapp threw it out in front, and it sat in the blue paint, and Lytle didn't know where it was. Nelson intercepts that pass in front to David Lytle, and USF is going to try to break out, and they can't get out. Still held in. Lytle, he's got Brantley Miller in front, takes the shot,
and
blocked.
And that's just a bit of a frustrating play there.
Ryan Knapp lays the body in the blue line on Alex Rhodes, and Ebner's shot into the glove of Richard, and he holds on.
And you want David Lytle to make that pass a bit earlier there. He seems to, that's a tendency in his game to just hold on to the puck a little too long.
He does, and you know, he might not have seen him either.
That's a fair point.
But my eyes lit up when I saw that, and I think Brantley was
streaking to the net, hoping for some sort of chance.
He was hoping for it.
And, you know, I think he was just really hoping for an opportunity to get some contact with the goaltender, as that is a bit of his forte here.
Ryan Marks wins it forward, throws it from Miller, he scores! Wow, that's the sub play we know.
And that's exactly how you want to see it. Absolutely fantastic. Brantley Miller there. Wow.
You know what? That was perfect.
And I got to be honest with you, Brantley didn't even really flinch on that. He just quietly tapped that in.
And I've heard some stories of the play working, but Miller missing the net or firing it over top. He came up to me one time and he was really mad at himself. So I'm really glad that he got it. And the crowd is alive.
That's what we like to see here.
Fowler's able to get it in deep. Ryan Marks on the forecheck. Plays around the boards for Miller. Throws it out front! Oh my goodness! Richard was down and he didn't get back to that. A shot by Bridges, and Richard gets back. Wow.
And that was the 3 chances I was convinced that puck was going to go in the net. And that's just unfortunate. Great job by Richardson to recover after making a bit of a gap there. And I think that's going to teach Richardson to stay in his net a little bit more, as the Eagles have had enough of his coming out and playing the puck.
I wonder if he likes Mike Smith.
Certainly looking to emblematize him here.
And redo that face-off, as he came out of the net 3 times, or 2 times, and both times the puck was thrown through the blue paint, or he had to come back and make a save. Now we're going to drop the puck. Marks lost that draw, but good support by the wingers, was able to get the puck back to the right point for Bridges, and the puck ends up behind the net now. And here comes USF. Fowler on the forecheck. Did a good job of helping create chaos in the neutral zone. That's where the puck is right now.
And that was a bit of friendly fire there from Brantley Miller.
There's a shot there, deflection, saved by Proulier. It's behind him, and we're gonna have a penalty. And it's gonna be a trip.
Nico looks a little slow to get up there. Not sure if that was just because of his stunning that the play worked. A little bit of stress there, but a little bit of a snow angel from Proulier. That was a rare sight to see.
Well, Zach Malati was just inside the blue line. He just threw it towards the net, and it hit off Zach Parker's skate. And I don't know if it redirected again, but I couldn't see with the bodies. And then the next thing I know, Proulier's on his back, and the puck is just underneath his right shoulder.
And I mean, I got to be honest with you there, Jordan. That puck was not frozen when that whistle was blown.
No, it was not.
It was a bit of a lucky break. And Brantley Miller's going to the box, as you may have mentioned. I'm not sure if you said that.
I don't know what it was a trip, but I didn't actually see the penalty, so I don't know what it was.
And this is a battle here to see if we can get the puck out. And finally we succeed.
It does. And it's Matt Silcox and Ben Malcheski on the PK. And USF is going to try to get something going, and they can't get into the zone. And then Nick Walters kicked it down all the way into his own zone. So he's going to skate it out. Silcox pressures him, and it's sent into the Embry-Riddle zone. Kenny Waitman now. Lost it, played back to the line, held in. Lynch threw it out in front, and that missed Walters, and now it comes back to the line for Alfardo, plays it down to the far side for Andrew Miranda, and he's knocked down. And this is definitely one of the stranger penalty kills I've seen.
And that was just some friendly fire there as Remy Hawtaw looked to get the puck out and hit Silcox in the arm.
That shot was blocked by Bryce Corner, and it's sent down the ice.
And Silcox, working so hard to get to the bench for a line change, loses his mouth guard. So give Silcox credit. He has certainly not slashing on this penalty kill.
He's very small, but he's really aggressive, and he's good on the PK.
And these D have been out here a long time for the Eagles.
There's a shot there by Alex Rhodes, and Nico Poulier bails him out again.
And that's a big save there for Nico, and the fans are letting him know they appreciate it. As it's really started to fill in down low. I was kind of deceived by the numbers up top, but certainly a lot of fans down by the glass tonight. This is a little more unusual.
And it is family weekends.
And
it is potentially the last home game of the season.
No, we don't want to say that. Hopefully not. But we want to take a special moment here to shout out all the families. Thank you so much for supporting Embry-Riddle hockey.
We do appreciate it.
And coming here to visit this weekend for a wonderful set of games. We hope you enjoy Daytona Beach.
Here comes USF down the left side. McKeeve centering pass for Alex Rhodes, and he whiffed on it, and good job by Nelson to knock it out of the air and hold it at the line, and then he turned it over, and here's Noah Austin with a shorthanded breakaway. Austin in over the blue line, takes the shot, and he was stopped there by Richard, and then he goes head first into the boards, and he is slow to get up.
And you got to figure, how was that not a call? I mean, the shot had already been taken, and he takes the man down.
And that puck was thrown off the side of the net, and those two guys are just getting back in the play now. It was Nicholas Falbo that went into the boards with him, and he was slow to get up too. I mean, I don't know, that looked like a trip.
In the words of Doc Emmerich, what chaos.
Yeah, exactly. And now here's a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 for USF. Hoffman tried to center. Good job there by Wyatt Ebner to get back and break up that pass. But there's a centering pass, and that was broken up.
And that would have been a tap-in goal there.
There's a shot, and Poulier got it stuck under his right pad.
And that's how you know that was a close shot. If it ends up under the pad, that means that it was a close call. Nico, chances are, didn't see that puck and manages to get a skate on it. Good job by Poulier.
12:27 to go in the first period. It's 1-1. Jeremy Kearson out there with David Lytle and Adrian Debra. And there's a shot that was deflected, and Jack Boken's going to skate it up as he usually does. Jack Boken sends it in, and he was bumped.
It looked like, I don't know, I could have called that interference maybe a little bit.
You know what? There's a shot by Bridges, and definitely seen harder shots.
I have to agree, and I am fully convinced now that this shot clock is a little off. I don't think the Eagles have been doubling them in shots by any means.
12:13 to go, and yeah, the shots say 15-8. I don't know.
I don't know if I buy that, I'll be honest.
We'll have to see.
I had some of the players down below telling me that they were also a bit skeptical of the actual value.
We'll have to see. It reminds me of that game in the Battle of the Beach tournament last year. Colin Bridges did a good job pinning his man, and Jeremy Kearson's going to skate it up down the right side. 2-on-2, and he is sent down. Wow, this game is getting chippy. And here's Jack Boken. Center point shot, and that was wide of the net. And the crowd is really getting into it now. And Jack Boken, ooh, wow. He tried to lay the body, and I don't know if Zach Slezak stuck his arm out, but he lost his stick, and he looks a little shaken up. Jeremy Kearson gets the puck into the neutral zone. That's sent right back in. Colin Bridges goes on the forecheck.
I think he's been out here a while.
Waitman, and he has. Bryce Corner plays it up for David Lytle, and Alfaro's going to send it right back into the opposite corner. Just over 11 minutes to go in the second period. Stretch pass for Lytle, and he missed him. That was a good saucer pass, but he had a little too much sauce on it, as we would say on the bench. Too much Alfredo.
I'd have to agree. That's going to result in this pasta dish taking itself back into Nico Poulier's end, who is French, so we'll note that.
Well, wait, wouldn't it be Italian?
It's close. I mean, romance language, it's close.
Yeah.
I'll give you some credit. I don't know.
You know what?
You're right.
No, I'll give
right.
you some credit for that.
Yeah, some pastry. So I don't know. They put sauce on pastries? I'm not exactly sure.
I'll have to go find out. That shot looked like it went off the outside of the post from the point.
And Tim Lynch, number 17, played with him for 3 years as my captain. Personal experience saying an absolute leader on the back end. Guy has a deadly shot. And the Eagles are going to have to be aware of him, as I would argue probably their top offensive defenseman.
And he does have an A on his jersey, so that is recognized in the USF bench. And organization.
So it's certainly good to chat with Tim today as he came into the rink, but preferring that he walks out not as happy.
And a hand pass called. And okay, I don't know the rules with hand pass. Can you only hand pass? It sounds like they're calling it in every zone, but I thought you only just couldn't hand pass in the offensive zone.
So I think the NHL changed it so that you can't hand pass at all, but or I don't know. I think it's one of these leagues. I always get it confused too, because I've seen games where hand passes have been allowed in the defensive zone in our league, and then there's where you can't be allowed at all. And I'm not sure the USF USF players are talking with
I don't know why they're mad.
Something about Kirsten being on the ice looking for a line change. Not exactly sure. Looks like they're upset that the Eagles were able to make a line change on the hand pass.
I thought you could.
I'm not exactly sure. They seem to be really upset about something. And there's also six Bulls on the ice right now.
So we need a rules analyst.
I have to agree. It's definitely not going to be you or me, Jordan.
No. We've got a really nice booth up here, but, with our lifetime table and a glass wall in front of us, but we do have space for a rules analyst. I think we should get one.
Have them weigh in. Next thing you know, we need someone in between the glass.
Oh, yeah. Pierre. USF has the puck. Right corner comes back to the right point. Centering pass, and that was deflected wide. Remy Hata plays it off the boards. Held in at the line by Alfardo, and he's missed the net. But the puck ends up in the right corner. Bryce Corner lays a check on Tim Lynch. Ryan Marks battles with Lynch, and Lynch comes away with the puck and avoids a hit nearly from Bryce Corner. Ryan Marks, good with his edges, he's able to spin off his man and get the puck into the neutral zone.
And again, Tim Lynch out there doing it almost all by himself, and Fowler
I don't know if he
was a little offsides there.
That will drive coaches nuts because he didn't stop and start. He coasted and did a big circle. Now USF has the puck, comes back to the center point. Alfardo, miscommunication with Keith Moss, and they both tried to hold the puck in at the line, and they ran into each other and couldn't. Remy Hodson now has it. Left corner, plays it off the glass, and it's out, and here's a chance for a 2-on-1. Brantley Miller and Ryan Marks. Now it's a developing 3-on-2. Miller, and a whistle.
And they're calling a high stick. And
I think they're taking both. No, but wait. Why did they blow the whistle if it's a USF penalty? We had the puck.
Not sure if, this is where it gets a little tricky down here. I'm not sure if the defender got a stick on it. Sometimes they're calling possession weird things. But maybe the USF defender down here had a stick on it, and they just called that as touching the puck. I have to agree with you, Shepard.
I don't get this.
We do need the rules analyst.
We need a Mike Pereira.
We're going to have to see if we can get in the budget for next year.
Yeah. Well, I think, too, budget a wireless headset so we can have something between the glass. That would be a lot of fun.
I would have to agree. I think that would be very entertaining. We were joking earlier with Dr. Ken Burns about getting some cameras that were around the rink. Get some different views.
A TV truck.
Cutting down low, getting the really, really good angles. Maybe in due time.
Adam Letarte was taken down, and he's struggling to stay on his feet, and it's clear down the ice. It's going to be an Embry-Riddle power play. They're 0 for 3, and not a very good power play or set of power plays in the first. Arguably, USF was better on the PK than Embry-Riddle was on the power play.
I have to agree, and hoping here, it looks like running a different decor is Coach Joyce. We'll see if maybe that changes things a little bit. Looking to try the third pairing out here. And Adam Letarte getting no help.
No, he's not, and he's able to come away with the puck. Letarte cuts to the middle, takes a shot. That was deflected, and it goes over the glass. Out of play.
Yeah, that's a little weird to see. On a penalty kill, Adam Letarte is battling two guys and is not receiving a lot of help from anyone on his team, as they were kind of spacing out a little bit. Trying not to rag too hard on the Embry-Riddle power play. Really would like to see them do well, obviously.
We do want to see them succeed, but it has to be better. They have to be better.
USF has challenged them well. I mean, I guess it explains why they have a very good penalty kill, a very respectable 85%.
And it's probably higher now to this the first period.
We've certainly helped it, I think.
Ryan Marks, right corner, behind the net. Plays it back to the left point for Jack Boken, who's going to walk the line. Boken, long shot. That was deflected into the right corner. Bridges plays it into the left half wall. Jack Boken, left point. Good patience, holds it in at the line. Now he's going to go down to the left half wall. Throws it across for Miller. Missed him. Miller, right corner. He was bumped. Now Alex Fowler comes away with it. Left corner, threw it out in front off the skate, gets it back. Good possession here for Embry-Riddle on this power play. Here's Marks with a wrist shot, blocked. Fowler's shot, and he hit Brantley Miller in front.
And I think if that didn't hit Brantley Miller, I think that was going in.
I think that was in too. Here's Bridges, long shot into the chest of Richard, and I'd like to see Bridges hold on to that for a second longer
to wait for Brantley Miller to get in front.
And speaking of Brantley Miller, he's doing what he does best, causing chaos in front of the net.
Yeah, making himself acquainted with Richardson maybe a little late after he's already sealed that puck up. And the defensemen are obviously not going to like that, and it's a bit of a usual how are you now.
Oh, yeah. It's all civil.
It's what the C in hockey stands for.
That's a good one. I haven't heard that one before.
Oh, thank you, man.
Well, no, I've been in front of the net.
You know yourself. I've been in front of the net too myself, usually on the.
Yeah, it's all this love taps. I mean, it's just a game.
Of course, very friendly. Can't forget that out there. Just having a good time.
Lytle was able to play that back to Colin Bridges. Nice saucer pass to Kierson. 18 seconds ago on the man advantage. Kierson, right point for Bridges, goes across to Jack Boken. Boken gave it back to Bridges off the end of his stick, but he got it back in the right corner. 6 seconds to go on the man advantage. Lytle throws down front. Deborah scores! Adrian Deborah! It's a power play goal!
And we've been waiting a while to say that one, Shepard. And I'm going to be honest, it looked like when Jeremy Kierson had that puck behind the net that the seas parted a little bit and there was some space up front. And I didn't think that pass was going to be made. And just like that, bang, bang, and it's a 2-1 game.
Okay, so now we know the shots are weird because they just added a shot to USF's side after the goal.
I'm not exactly sure what's happening over there, but
it's 2-1.
Regardless of the shots, it's 2-1 Embry-Riddle. We'll take that.
A power play goal.
We're a little confused, but we're winning, so it's all right so far. We'll see if the Eagles can keep that up. There's a lot of hockey left to be played.
And USF right on the attack. There's a wrist shot, and they score.
Wow.
Alfardo, wow, what a rocket.
And just like that, it's a 2-2 game.
Sorry, that wasn't Alfardo. That was Zach Parker. He took an absolute rocket of a shot. It looked like it got through the air on the far side.
And then just like that, I mean, you have to respect this team. And even forgive me for getting a little too excited on the play there, but you have to come back. I mean, a bad pinch by the defenseman. Forwards have already left the zone, and these guys are third in the South for a reason.
You got to play disciplined hockey. And another discussion between Kenny Waitman, he's the captain and an official.
He's been awfully conversational with the refs tonight. Not exactly sure what's been going on.
So USF will start the breakout. Remy Hatta is able to get it up to Ben Malcheski. He's going to try to get it in deep, and there's the fourth line. The almighty fourth line, and here's a chance for Hoffman. 2-0, Hoffman in front, saved by Proulier, but a penalty's coming up. And they're going to call a trip, and
this will be interesting to see here, as Price Corner was a bit frustrated with the call, no doubt.
I didn't see a trip. If I see anything, it's not Bryce Corner. Who is it? Ben Malcheski, Mario Filardi? Oh, Ben Malcheski.
And he's not even sure. He was going back to the bench.
I don't think they know who took the penalty. And you know what? I've ref games. I called a penalty, and I forgot what team I called it on once. That was the first game I ever did.
That's tough.
It was really tough. So there's a big scrum from that, so I just pulled a kid out and sent him to the box. So USF power play now. There's a shot deflected, and that was stopped by the right pad of Nico Proulier. Tim Lynch, right corner. Gets it back to...
And they're going to look to feed him on this power play. He's got a rocket of a shot.
And Lynch's shot was blocked by Knapp. USF maintains possession. Alfardo quarterbacking this power play. Miranda tried to center, and Knapp clears it down the ice. Richard passes it up to Miranda, and he's going to skate it. I thought he was going to give it to Tim Lynch, but he skates it in himself, and he's got it on the left half wall.
And he was harassed there by Adam Woodhart, but give them credit. This USF Bulls power play moves a lot.
Lynch shot deflected, scores.
And that was a great deflection there by USF. And just like that, talk about what you can do on the power play. And Tim Lynch there being a pinnacle part of that. Not the goal recipient this time, but setting up a great shot.
And that was Nick Walters who tipped that off the post and in.
And just like that, 2 quick goals from USF, and the Eagles are right back where they started at the end of the first period. After a pretty strong period overall, two great goals here for USF, and they're back on top. And on a confusing penalty that wasn't even.
I don't even know what happened, but you can't use that as an excuse. Those are the ones that you need to kill off, and sometimes they catch you off guard, but you got to kill them off. Here's Ryan Marks. Centers for Boken. Jack Boken holds on to it. Wrist shot, and that was deflected. Oh, my goodness. He had the top right corner.
And you could see him aiming for it from a mile away. You knew that's where he was going, and just got a little too much air underneath it. Goodness, that was close.
Wow.
And, you know, hopefully, I mean, Jack's had a good game overall, but by his standards, it's been a little bit quiet, and you're looking to see a little bit more from him now as the Eagles are down.
And the first line out there, Alex Fowler. And I asked him this before. Actually, I sent him a text. Here's a shot. That was wide. I sent him a text before the game because against FGCU last weekend, he left early because he had an issue with his groin. And I asked him if his groin was any better, and he never answered me. So I have no idea what's going on with him.
He took the week off from practice. I think he had some trouble with it, but he was good to skate tonight. He hasn't looked terrible by any means.
No, he hasn't.
So hopefully he's feeling better. Hopefully he's not in a lot of discomfort.
Miller with a long shot now was stopped by Richard, and he sends it back to the left point. Now Jack Boken is there, doing a good job protecting the puck against Hoffman. Still has it. He's getting knocked down. That's clean. The bench wanted a call, but he's protecting the puck, and Hoffman's being physical. And then Jack Boken got outmanned, but the puck still is in the USF zone, and now they're going to start a breakout.
Jack's a bit frustrated there. As you can tell, he usually likes to do a little bit more with the puck, and he's been held back a little bit by.
He's been contained. There's a long shot by Marks, deflected into the left corner. The puck comes out into the neutral zone, and here's a chance now.
Bryce Corner gave Remy Hata a bit of a push there to see if he could.
And they're going to call corner on a hook, it looks like. Yep. It was a 2-on-1, and Bryce Corner got his stick in the hands of.
And this USF power play, which has made a difference in this period only 2 minutes ago, is going to get another opportunity again to go out there and do some damage. And this is not what the Eagles are wanting right now by any means.
Their power play came in with over 20%, 21.1% coming into this game. Embry-Riddle has a good PK. It's 89%. But, you know, they're 21% for a reason. They can score.
Absolutely. And we're going to have to see these Eagles come up with a big PK in a big way here.
Miranda gets it center point. Alfardo gave it down to Lynch.
And they're going to look to feed Lynch again all day. Really give him that Ovechkin-esque shot.
Walters tried to throw that out in front. He's a big man, stands in front of the net, does his role really well. Lynch gives it back to the center point, gets it back. Left face-off dot, throw down in front. It was blocked, now it comes to the right circle. There's a shot there by Miranda into the pads of Prelier, holds on, and he got a couple love taps, and Ryan Knapp took exception.
As you would expect, and the festivities haven't really quieted down too much between these teams yet. Another 20 after this. I don't expect it to quiet down anytime soon.
And I was standing outside the locker room, and Knapp comes up to me. He's like, "What even happened with my fight?" I said, "I don't know. You got to tell me." It sounded, we couldn't really see it, but he said there were actually 2 guys that were on top of him. He didn't really know what to do.
I'm not sure I saw that. I mean, I was a little distracted with the play that had gone on, but I'll have to take.
There's a shot, and it goes in off the post, and I don't know if it was tipped in front. Nicholas Falbo took the shot. There was lots of traffic, and it's 4-2.
And that's 3 goals in a matter of, 3.5, 4 minutes, and USF has really just hit the floodgates on this one.
And Max Minervini is going to come in.
And that's a bold choice, I think, by Coach Bob Joyce. I'm not exactly sure you're going to be able to fault Nico Prelier on that one.
No, and sometimes pulling your goalie isn't necessarily for the goalie, but it's to get the team going. And I think Bob Joyce should call a timeout.
If I'd have to agree here. This might be the opportunity to do it, but
and he told Nico on the bench, you know, it's not you. He gave him a tap on the helmet. Kyle Usiak's shot into Richard was stopped and held for a whistle.
And that's just frustrating to see. I mean, you know, no doubt, obviously, again, you know, not Nico Pruliere's fault, but maybe, you're right, maybe Bob Joyce is looking to try to shake up the team here a bit as Max Minervini's stretching coming into this game. Certainly a contested game. And this is the first time I've seen Nico get pulled this year, actually, so he's played incredibly well.
And here's a breakaway chance. Hoffman stopped by Max Minervini, and he gives a little shove.
And welcome to the game, Max Minervini, I have to say.
Welcome to the game is right. Wow. And Jack Boken's going to the box for 2. They call a slash.
All right, well, this is a power play that's scored on its last 2 chances, so
yep.
This is not what you want to see
you know
again.
What? From an optimistic outlook, third time is the charm for this Eagles PK. Third time is the charm. It's going to be Ryan Marks and Alex Fowler out there with Bryce Corner and Remy Hata.
Yeah, looks like Coach Joyce is putting out the big guns for the penalty kill, understanding how important it is to get the momentum rolling back in the Eagles' favor. This crowd has become awfully quiet in the past 5 minutes of play.
These teams are playing a home and home. Eagles will be in Tampa tomorrow night. And Richard put his arm up like he thought it was icing. I think he forgot he was on a PP.
Little bit of confusion there.
USF will start the breakout. Lynch plays it up the left side. Waitman behind the net. Now in the right corner. Ryan Marks is on him. Alex Fowler gave him a bump as well. Now Marks can't get it out. Bryce Corner hit Alex Fowler trying to clear, and Lynch is able to hold it in. Now Fowler is finally going to get a chance to skate it out, and he's going to send it all the way down the ice. 1:20 to go in the power play. 2.5 to go in the second period. It's 4-2 for USF, excuse me.
And after a good chance there, it's going to be a...
Wow, here's a centering pass by Walters, and that was broken up by Hata. Lynch, left circle, centering pass, and Waitman just missed.
And that was a scary opportunity there.
Lynch, center point. Alfardo. Miranda, Alfardo, Lynch, left circle. Still holding on to it. Another penalty is coming up, and Ryan Marks cannot believe it. And it's going to be 42 seconds of 5-on-3.
And this has just been an absolute parade to the penalty box here. Eagles have to really...
I don't know what they're calling. I actually didn't see anything. And
a hold? It looked like a hold. Coach Galante is having trouble here, and he better make sure he calms down, because this could easily be another penalty with how they're calling things here. And the Eagles can't afford that right now.
He doesn't get it, and I don't get it either.
This is a huge 42 seconds of 5-on-3 action here.
I think this will decide the game. I mean, technically you still have the third period, but it all comes down to momentum and offensive chances, and there's just not that many. There's a wrist shot over the net.
And he was just waiting to label that top corner.
Nelson, quarterback in this power play, wrist shot, and that was deflected, and Minervini's going to hold on with 29 seconds to go in the first.
And Minervini certainly hasn't been eased into this game by any means. He has been kind of thrown directly into the fire.
1:44 to go in the second period. And Jeremy Kierson wins that draw, and Wyatt Ebner sends it down the ice.
And that'll kill some precious time here. Hopefully try to buy enough for only one more rush on the 5-on-3. Enough to get Jack Boken back out on the ice as a desperately needed penalty killer.
Falbo, center point, wrist shot, and that was deflected into the left corner. Now Hoffman has it, top of the left circle. Now he's at the center point. He gives it to Falbo at the top of the left circle. He's going to go down low. Threw it out in front. Rebound! And Minervini has it under. No, it's loose, but they're going to blow the whistle. And now Matt Silcox is in there with Ryan Knapp.
And Wyatt Ebner giving a bit of a shove here, and it's getting feisty here.
Here we go.
And tensions are certainly running high.
Wow.
Matthew Silcox is ripping, it appears to be trying to come from behind. And
Jeremy Kierson.
And this is, it's fight night at Daytona Beach, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Did we mention that these two teams are playing tomorrow? Matthew Silcox coming right off the bench and doing what he does best and laying the law down. And just like that, we're going, gentlemen are going right back to the penalty box. At least this time it's a bit more equal.
It'll be 4-on-3 unless they give them, I don't know. I can't figure out the rules. Sometimes they give me a 4-on-4, sometimes they're offsetting.
And this is a great question here. I'm not exactly sure. I think I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just going to ball it here that because it's 2 coincidentals and there's already a penalty, they might just let them offset.
I do appreciate the music.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
Why can't we be friends is right. So I don't, and this is when it would be nice to have somebody between the glass because we can hear what's going on.
It looks like the officials just motion to 4-on-3. So it looks like they both will be coincidentals but not offsetting. So we will play some very unusual 4-on-3 hockey here for the next minute 15. This will carry into the, barring a change in who scores in the next minute 12 of the period, it will carry a 4-on-3 setting into the next period.
And that's what I hope happens.
That's what we absolutely hope for here at the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network. And
we always hope for the best here.
We're an optimistic group, and we're not even paid to be. And that's how you tell the real test of commitment.
That is so true. I do the softball games for the school, but
it's hockey where your passion
is. Hockey.
It's hockey, baby.
I love this.
This is where your bread's buttered, It's where your cornbread gets its honey. Since we're in the South. It's a good thing they don't let me on the mic too much anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be my final game in the booth. It might be a good opportunity for me to say thank you to forcing people to listen to me for 4 years. And I only got to do it for another period and minute more.
But you know what, Caputo? It's been, from my 1.5 years of playing, it has been exceptional, spectacular. And it's been a lot of fun doing the games with you this year.
Absolutely appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Well, now we got hockey again. Miranda will give it across to Lynch. Lynch across to Miranda, wrist shot, and Max Minervini
with a colossal save. My goodness. Took the breath out of me to begin with.
I didn't even know if he saved it.
I was holding my breath. Couldn't see the puck behind him. Couldn't see the puck in front of him. And we're just going to shake that off and keep going there. Remember that save, folks. That's all we can say.
Puck is in the right corner. Jack Boken is out of the box. And here's Brantley Miller. 48 seconds. Can't get it out. Jack Boken was nearly gone. And instead it's going to be Ryan Mark sending it down the ice with 40 seconds to go in the second period.
And it appears, even though we had said it had been 4-on-3, they went to 5-on-4 anyway. So, again, not really understanding what's going on.
I don't know. Alfaro, nice move, and Minervini's going to hold on, and he snowed him.
Yeah, a little bit there. That looked a little accidentally on purpose, if you ask me.
He snowed him.
I wasn't really.
I was expecting him to get a shove or something.
Remy Hata still looking visibly confused, talking to Coach Galante about what he did wrong. Not exactly even sure, but nonetheless, he's still in the box.
And here's Alex Fowler. Looks like he's just going to skate as much. And he hit somebody on the bench, and now they're going to blow whistle. And what are they doing?
Not exactly sure.
He hit David Lytle, and I saw him get hit, and then he went to the bench, or he turned around and was shaking his elbow, it looks like. And now it looks like he's smiling on the bench. Are they going to call? This should not be a penalty.
No, by any means. But it's a bit frustrating. The faceoff's going to be back closer to Max Minervini. With 18 seconds left, don't really like to see that.
And the puck gets sent down the ice. Nelson, and with 10 seconds to go, USF is going to have one last rush here before the end of the period, and it's Nelson carrying it over the line. Drops it off for Hoffman. 4 seconds to go. Played around the boards. Nelson has it, and he's going to run out of time. Wow. And what a period.
I have to say, a lot of action, a lot more goals in this period. I think there were 5. And that's not,
Yeah, I think. No, wait.
Yeah, I think there were 5.
2 for Riddle, and 3 for
USF.
5. Okay.
So a bit of a frustrating period. It first started out productive for Riddle as they took the lead, but took some unnecessary penalties and gave up 3 quick ones, all within a span of maybe 4 or 5 minutes. And, you know, it's breakdowns like that that cost you the game. I mean, luckily there's 20 minutes left.
And Max Minervini is the reason why it's not 6-2 or 7-2 right now.
Absolutely. And give all the credit to Nico Proulier. Not his fault in getting yanked tonight by any means. And, you know, we'll have to see what happens as they come back in the third period. It'll be 5-on-4 for 2 seconds, and then we'll be back to even strength.
We'll step out and take a break for 15 minutes on the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network, 4-2 USF. Welcome back to Daytona Beach. Third period of action coming up between Embry-Riddle and USF. It's 4-2 USF. 3 unanswered goals. 2 on the power play. Remy Hata just hopped over the boards. That penalty is over. Brantley Miller comes on the ice, and we will be 5-on-5. Jordan Shepard joined alongside Andrew Caputo, and we are going to have an exciting third period of hockey for you, if it's anything like the first 2 periods.
And I have to agree. I mean, this is where the Eagles have to show their resilience.
And that long shot was grabbed by Richard, and he's actually going to hold on to it, so it's going to give Embry-Riddle an offensive zone face-off 26 seconds into the third period.
I mean, sitting at 5th in the region. I mean, second is very much within grasp. But it has to start
close
tonight. Absolutely. They have to have a big win here, make a statement, and it's going to start with at least 2 goals this period.
There's a long shot by Bridges, and that was blocked. And there was a stretch pass for Logan Sheehan, but it was out of the reach. Jack Boken back to get it. He'll start the breakout for Embry-Riddle. Lost it. Bridges, unable to get it out. Plays it back behind the net for Jack Boken, and he'll try to start a breakout. He's still holding on to it behind the net. Under pressure there from Slezak, and still unable to get it out. Now here's a chance, 2-on. Centering pass, and they score. Wow.
And just like that, a rare miscue from Jack Boken, and that puck ends up right in the back of the Embry-Riddle net, and that's not what you wanted to see the first minute.
Andrew Miranda was untouched. There's a good pass from Joseph Tamoyan, pretty much from the bottom part of the left corner. I mean, it wasn't a short pass. He did thread the needle, but not a good start.
Nah,
59 seconds in.
To say the least, it's definitely been was a little flat, and then the hole just got a little bit bigger.
Bryce corner goes D-to-D with Hata. Moves it up to Kyle Usiak. Plays it off the boards for Noah Austin. He's got a potential 2-on-2 wrist shot off the stick and out of play. Alfardo. So the second line's already out there. They do get some offensive zone time, which is, they're going to need a lot of that this period. Austin wins the draw straight back to Bryce Corner, but he was unable to hold the puck in at the line. And Corner's going to have to go back, and he's under pressure. He makes a good pass to Kyle Usiak. Gives it to Adam Letard, who gets taken down, but Usiak, with good support, is able to get the puck in deep. USF on the breakout. Here's Hoffman, gives it to Alfardo, and that was broken up, and now here comes Lynch. He's going to send it in, and he gets it right back, and Hata did a good job on the back check, and he's going to go forecheck. He's going to body his man. Lynch has it, left corner for USF. Pass almost intercepted by Noah Austin. It hopped over his stick. They're going to say it was tipped, so no icing. Bryce Corner back to get it. Plays it off the boards for David Lytle. And he lost it. That took a weird bounce off the boards, and then Lytle was able to get it back. And then it was turned over again. Now it's out in front. A turn fire shot there by Kenny Waitman was wide. Here's David Lytle down the right side. 17:45 to go in period number 3. It's 5-2 for USF. Lytle taken down behind the net. No, it's been a pretty back and forth game, but USF has had the better of the chances, and there's a turn shot there by Hoffman, was wide. Nelson has it back for USF. Now he's out and on his in front of his own net, and Jeremy Kierson knocked down that pass, and it's sent right back into the USF zone. DePaulo moves it up. Here comes USF. Sheehan down the right side. Long shot off the right pad of Minervini, and the rebound chance was there, and it was cleared away. Here's Lytle taken down from behind, and Embry-Riddle's going to go on the power play. They scored on their last one. They're 1 for 4. They're going to need to go.
Yeah, this is
one here.
We're going to absolutely need one here on this. Looks to be a hooking call.
And there comes that first line.
By the captain here for USF, if I remember correctly. So with 16:48 here, the comeback for the Eagles is going to have to start here with a solid power play. Even if you're not scoring, you need to be generating chances and really pushing and hounding this team.
And I think USF's going to stay aggressive because it's worked. They've been aggressive on the PK, and it's worked. Jack Boken, center point, gives it to Colin Bridges, top of the right circle shot, and there was no traffic in front, and Ryan Marks looks up to the sky because he's thinking the same thing. Hold on to it for a second longer.
And you see him talking to Brantley Miller there about parking himself right in front of Richardson. Richardson's a big goalie. If he sees it, he's going to have a harder time of getting past him.
Ryan Marks, right corner, did a good job battling off the faceoff to get possession. Miller, good support.
Bodied the ref a little bit there along the way.
Ryan Marks, centering pass, Fowler! Stopped by Richard, wow.
And that
was so close.
And that's one of those ones that you just, you really wish went in. Fowler, I don't know if the pass got through a little bit rough there. It took him a second to corral that, and it gave Richardson the time he needed to get across. He just couldn't get the elevation on it, that Fowler.
Well, and as a player, there were 3 guys in that passing lane. You kind of don't expect it to actually get your stick, and then it comes to you, and you're like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. And it takes you an extra second to actually possess it. Here's Jack Boken trying to go backdoor, and that deflected, and it sounded like it hit off the post. And then it's cleared right down the ice, and now Jack Boken's going to go, and he's just going to take both.
And that's a bad trade for the Eagles there.
Michael Alfaro is going to go, and Jack Boken is going to go. And looks like they're just going to give Quincenell roughings. And is it going to be 4-on-3 or 5-on-4, Caputo?
And your guess is as good as mine. The last time I guessed 4-on-3, I was wrong.
5-4. That's what he says.
Okay.
All right. As long as he's consistent.
And the faceoff is going to be in the Embry-Riddle zone. And I'm not exactly sure on that because it looked like
it should be down the other ends. Yeah, now they're going to send it all the way down.
That's
No, just outside the zone.
All right, well, again, this concludes this episode of the guessing game on what's happening on the ice with Jordan Shepard and Andrew Caputo.
On the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network in Daytona Beach. Remy Hata plays it off the boards. Missed Usiak, and it's sent down the ice by Lynch. Bryce Corner will start the breakout. So it's still a power play, but they're missing Jack Boken, who's very
instrumental,
explosive as well. He's very explosive, and you know what? Sometimes I watch him and I'm like, how do you do that? And that puck sits loose in front. Now it's a backhand by Usiak, and it went off the end of it. Turn and shot there by Adam Letarte, and he is robbed by Richard, and he knows it.
And Adam just working as hard as he can to get that shot off, and just still can't buy the goal.
Richard is hot right now.
And give him a lot of credit. I mean, there's been some good chances. The Eagles have certainly not gone away quietly in this period. But, 4.5 minutes in, and USF still has the lone goal of the period and is leading by 3.
Usiak plays it back behind the net, and Adam Letarte, with his speed, is going to get to the other side first, but then his stick was lifted. Walters unable to get it out. Usiak holds it in. Center point, Usiak, wrist shot. Was blockered away by Richard. Puck sits on the left half wall. Letarte gives it to Austin. Austin to Usiak, and that was behind him. Remy Hata throws it behind the net. Held in at the line by Bryce Corner. Right half wall, now in the right corner. Adam Letarte plays it for Noah Austin. Ends up Kyle Usiak. He's going to give it back to Austin. Hopped over his skate. Played back to the right point for Bryce Corner, and he holds it in, and that is going to do it for the Embry-Riddle power play. They had a couple chances, but unable to finish. A couple good saves by Matt Richard in net. And Bryce Corner is just getting up now as he was bumped into a bunch in front of the USF bench. 14:30 to go in the third period. It's 5-2 for USF. Now here's Kierson, a 2-on-2 with Lytle. Jeremy Kierson, wrist shot! Stopped by Richard into his chest, and he's got a pretty quick chest, Caputo.
Hey, I have heard that is the scouting report on Richardson. But with 14:21 left here, good to see an offensive zone draw. This third line, see them come through again. Jeremy Kierson, the catalyst on one of the second goal, I do believe, that the Eagles have scored. Look to see him do that again. David Lytle parking himself in front of the net.
USF controls, and it's played into the neutral zone. Ebner goes across to Ryan Knapp. And that far side, he's just going to send it in to the near side corner. Deborah plays it behind the net. Hoffman played it into the right corner. Lytle was waiting, and he was unable to get possession. Now USF will start it out. Here's Keith Moss. Good job by Deborah on back check to take the puck away, and Deborah's going to give it to White Ebner, who wasn't expecting it, so he gave it right back, and then Adrian Deborah was taken down, and now Ebner has to deal with it in the right corner. Hoffman battles with him. USF takes possession. There's Hoffman. Right half wall, plays it back behind the net. Ryan Knapp goes in there with Zach Slezak to battle for it.
And if you're USF, this is exactly what you want. You just want to hem Riddle in. You obviously don't need any more goals.
Here's David Lytle. Nice move down the right side. David Lytle unable to get a shot away. Lytle is bumped into. Here comes USF now. Moss down the left side, and Ryan Knapp nearly got a piece of him, but he still got the puck. Moss, top of the right circle, center point. Long shot was blocked and cleared to the right corner by Ryan Knapp. Now here's Ryan Marks the other way. 3-on-2, and they're both going to change because they're out of gas. Wrist shot by Marks into the glove of Richard, and he holds on. And like you said, Caputo, they are perfectly fine to just keep the puck in deep. They don't need to score.
And the D are going to, they're going to take away some space, but they're going to let Richardson see the shot, box out the players, make sure, on a chance like that, you're just going to let the guy take the shot and trust your goaltender.
And here's Ryan Marks in front for Miller, and it was broken up.
Great defensive read there.
Jack Boken back on the ice. Held the puck in on the left point. USF is finally going to get a chance to clear. They're going to go D to D. Near side for Zach Parker. Minervini played it to the right half wall, but USF maintains possession. Whiteman threw it out in front. Was broken up. Alfaro with a half slap shot, and that was deflected into the left corner, and Colin Bridges is going to skate out. Bridges down the left side. Tried to throw it out in front, and good job by USF. They're collapsing to the center of the ice, and there's no chances. And Jack Boken nearly gave up a breakaway, but instead it's a 2-on-1. Jack Boken to Ryan Marks. Oh, he was hooked from behind, and there's going to be a hook-in penalty.
And again, if you're USF, that's a penalty you're willing to take all day. You're going to trust in your penalty kill, and you're going to defy. That would have been almost a surefire goal if that made contact.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see Jack Boken was feeling it out there. He is, I think he's ready to keep taking some risks, see something happen. With how much time is left in this game, you need to see something happen.
Well, USF scored 3 goals in 4 minutes.
A very doable feat for the Eagles, but something's got to change. The Eagles seem very flat right now.
Good job by Adam Letarte in the right corner, creating chaos, and Bryce Corner is able to hold the puck in. Now in the right corner. Puck sits there. Bryce Corner, Adam Letarte in there, as well as Walters for USF. Austin tried to play it out in front. It was broken up, but Adam Letarte protects the puck well. Turns and fires, and Richard made the save.
And I think that almost caught him a bit off guard. I don't know if Richards was ready for that. Good try from Adam. Just to get the puck on net again. Kind of a bit of a run around there.
He wants one. He's really, really working for one, and they're going to take this line off.
After only 22 seconds, a bit surprised.
Yeah, I am too. It's going to be Jeremy Kirsten, David Lytle, and Adrian Deborah.
Guess he figures that this line has scored tonight, looking to see if they can recreate the magic.
A one-timer by Bryce Corner. David Lytle deflected it, and it sits underneath Richard, and wow.
Yeah, that was a save right there. That was a play. That was a great feed to Bryce Corner, and I think you're right. I think that got deflected in front. I wasn't sure who was in front of that, but that was a great play. I'm going to see you do something exactly like that off this whistle.
Hata, long shot. That was wide. Bryce Corner holds it in at the right point. Now he's on the right half wall. He's able to get it to Jeremy Kirsten, right point. Kirsten can't hold it in. Hata's going to send it right back in, but David Lytle has to tag up, and now the Eagles will go on the forecheck. And it's going to be sent right back down the ice. And if you're there, you kind of want to think, just wait that extra second for your guys to tag up before you dump it back in.
No reason to. You're not really pressured at the moment. You want to really, you're on the power play.
Wow, the linesman got completely taken out. And Bryce Corner lost his stick. And
he looks a little worse for wear there. He's getting a little shaken up. Nothing done maliciously or on purpose there by any means.
.56 seconds left in the Embry-Riddle power play, and they're going to need to get one here. Like, this is must-score territory now.
Yeah, we are definitely approaching that. I thought we would approach it even sooner, honestly, but here we are.
Lynch plays it down the ice, and there's going to be about 30 seconds by the time that they get this breakout set up. And Max Minervini tried to play it up the right side, but there's nobody there, and it's just going to start right over.
And Ryan Knapp was just not ready for that pass by any means. Wasn't even looking at the direction of the puck.
Ryan Knapp is waiting for somebody to get open, and he throws it to the far side for Wyatt Ebner, who can skate into it. He can't handle the puck, and this is just not good. Alex Fowler tried to give it to Ebner. It went off the end of his stick, and it's going to be sent right back into the Embry-Riddle zone. Now only 15 seconds to go on this power play.
And they just killed the entire power play with their own
bad passes.
Yeah, that's the word.
Attention to detail.
And we'll see what happens here.
Ryan Marks down the left side lost the puck and is going to be sent right back down. It's just that kind of night.
Yeah, it's not a good look here. And as we return to even strength here, that's another missed opportunity. The Eagles, and again we talked about power plays being chances here.
There's Ryan Marks, nearly got around Nicholas Falvo, but he just got enough of a stick on it. Now here comes USF, 3-on-2 the other way. Slezak down the left side, throws it out in front, deflected behind the net. Jack Boken.
And Jack's got to be careful. They're watching him tonight.
They are. They're all over him. Falvo, center point, throws it behind the net. Slezak for USF. Centers out in front for Hoffman, and that was deflected into the right corner. Jack Boken can't get the puck out of the zone, and if he got that step, he was a 3-on-1 with Miller and Marks.
It's been that kind of night for Jack. It's very unusual for him to be kind of missing plays or making miscues there. It's just one of those nights.
And Malcheski unable to get the puck out. Now he's got a chance to clear it. He's going to skate down the left side. Going to get caught there by Hoffman, and Silcock's good support. Plays it across the far side for Alec Biscoff. Biscoff down the right side. He's given a bump. Plays it behind the net. Ben Malcheski on the forecheck. It's a big physical, wouldn't say big, but a very physical fourth line. Knows exactly what their role is, and they do a really good job at it.
And they're getting right back in. I mean, this is what needed to be done a lot of the game. Getting the puck in, wearing them out.
Hoffman played that into the neutral zone, and Silcox let him know he was there. Now Silcox has in the neutral zone Malcheski. Skates up the left side. 8 minutes to go in the third period. 5-2 USF. Nelson plays it up the right side. Corner intercepted that at the blue line. Bryce Corner still has it. Holding on to it, turning and firing, and that was stopped there by Richard, and the rebound came straight up. Miranda, and there's going to be a penalty to Embry-Riddle here, and I don't know. I don't know what it is.
It looked like there could have been a slash maybe from Kyle Yusiak, if I'm speculating. Not that I really would have thought that that was something that jumped out to me as a penalty.
A rough on Matt Silcox.
And with 7:33 left, that is that might be, dare I be the pessimist, but that might be the game.
Yep, I'm with you on that. But you never know what can happen.
Absolutely. I mean, we are here hoping that this game is tied, but it's getting steeper.
There's no sense of urgency. There still isn't. And you'd think if you're down coming into a period 4-2, and then you give up a goal in the first minute, it's hard.
Yeah.
And now USF's going to go on the power play. There's a long shot deflected in front of Minervini, and he's going to hold on for a whistle. And this is a big PK. Ebner sends it all the way down the ice. 1:48 to go in the penalty to Matt Silcox.
You got Adam Letard out there and Noah Austin, two of the speedier forwards, probably going to try to see if they can make something happen shorthanded, honestly.
Waitman gave it down low. Alfardo threw it out in front, and that was deflected. Walters, a big man, sits in front of the net, and that's cleared down by Adam Letart. Lynch now will start the breakout. In over the blue line, over the left side, drops it back to the point for Alfardo. He's been quarterbacking the power play all night. Walters, left corner. He's been good in front of the net. He has a goal. And a penalty's coming up to Waitman, and they're going to send him for interference. He went to lift Knapp's stick, but he was nowhere near the puck, and his stick went flying. I think I called it slash, but regardless, the power play's over. It's going to be 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 1 second.
Well, good to see the power play end there, but an odd way to end it, too, I have to say. And again, you need to see some urgency from this Eagles team. I mean, a goal needs to be scored, like, as soon as possible. It sounds ridiculous saying, but I mean, this is what we've been waiting for all period.
Yeah, and we've been saying that all period too. And it's just, and they had a couple chances early, but they couldn't bury him. And now here's a chance for Hoffman down the right side. That pass was out of his reach, so he's going to end up in the right corner. Colin Bridges pressures him. Now Jack Boken's going to skate it out, and let's see what magic he can do. He's got a 2-on-2 against Nelson. Drives wide. Stops up in the right corner. Now he keeps going behind the net. Throws it out in front. And David Lytle scores. Wow.
And that's what you need to see. That's what Jack Boken can do. And credit to David Lytle for being in front and being ready. And maybe this isn't over yet with 6:10 remaining. That's the goal you want to see.
And that was all Jack Boken. There's the magic that we're used to seeing.
And I mean, still some time left in this game. We need to see this happen.
There's still 37 seconds left of 4-on-4, and then it'll be a 1-minute Embry-Riddle power play. So if they can get one on the power play after this 4-on-4, it's a whole new hockey game.
Absolutely. And hopefully this has gotten some urgency into this team.
Absolutely. Especially Jack Boken is probably feeling like he can go on and do that 18 more times.
Oh, we need him to do it at least 3.
And he just intercepted a pass at the blue line and unfortunately hit the netting, but he was going to go right back in and try again.
And he was trying to keep that puck from hitting the netting.
Yeah,
it was
he
really
reached
close.
He reached up to try to bat it down, but they're going to take him off the ice and bring Remy Hotton, Bryce Corner out there. But it's Brantley Miller and Ryan Marks. Alex Fowler, I assume, is waiting, ready to go.
Now let's see.
And here's Brantley Miller, 1-on-1 wrist shot, and that was blockered away by Richards.
And that was a good shot. I mean, that was labeled top corner. Brantley has a bit of a surpriser there. Miller had a lot of power on that. And again, I mean, it was a shot. I don't know if Richardson was explicitly ready for that to happen. But it's a little bit more of a wake-up call here for the Eagles.
Ryan Marks wins that draw back to the right point for Bryce Corner. Wrist shot deflected, and we're going to do it again.
I mean, and give USF credit, they're getting out in the passing lanes. They're getting their sticks active. It's a lot of tough work out there, but they've done a good job on the penalty kill for the most part, most of this game, and they've taken a few.
Ryan Marks lost that draw, but good support, keeps the puck in the zone. Ryan Marks tried to make a move in the corner and was bumped off the puck by Sheehan, and he's going to play it up the boards there for Hoffman, and now we're going to have an Embry-Riddle power play. Ryan Marks. And nearly put Brantley Miller offside, and he's got to regroup. 52 seconds of power play time. Wrist shot by Marks was blocked. Rebound comes out in front, but sits behind the net. Marks is knocked down, and Remy Hata holds it in. Wrist shot wide. Bryce Corner takes a hard hit.
And that was some punishment to keep that puck in, but give Bryce a lot of credit.
He did keep it in. Now there's a wrist shot from corner. In front, Fowler on his backhand. Hata holds it in at the line.
And Fowler looked a little hurt on that play, but he pulled it away.
He did.
Would have liked to see him probably just put it on net, but he looked like his hand is in some distress.
And Bryce Corner was knocked down in front of the net, cleared to the line, but not out. Hata, wrist shot! Stopped by Richard. Alex Fowler, left corner. Plays it down for Brantley Miller. Aggressive penalty kill from USF. There's 5 seconds left on it, and USF is going to play it around the boards, and Bryce Corner can't hold it in. 4:30 to go in the third period. But it was a good power play for Embry-Riddle, and hopefully they can hold this momentum.
They're generating a lot.
Remy Hotzall lost it in his skates.
And Eagles need to come back here on this play.
Bellotti plays it down low. Letarte trying to get it out, couldn't do it. Good job there by Nelson to hold it in. Now Noah Austin nearly got a step there, but Lynch was back, and he plays it back into the neutral zone. Wyatt Ebner off the boards, gives it to Noah Austin. 3-on-3 now. Austin gives it to Kyle Usiak, long wrist shot, and that was stopped by Richard. And with 3:52 to go, there will be an offensive zone faceoff.
And this is getting tense. I mean, this is still within the realm of possibility, but I mean, we're going to need to see something here. This second line has had some trouble producing tonight, not for a lack of effort, but
a lack of finish.
And that's what we need to see here, a little less Swedish and a little more finish.
Oh, yeah. Here's Knapp with the shot. Rebound! Usiak, what a save by Richard. Oh, my goodness.
And that was...
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's how you tell you can't buy a goal tonight.
And you took the Swedish finish joke right out of my mouth, and then what do? They don't finish.
And that was, oh my gosh, give the team credit. I mean, give the second line credit. They're doing everything but getting on the board. That was
a huge save on Usiak.
This is Richard's net. Give him credit. Tip my hat if I was wearing one.
Austin lost that draw. Nelson behind the net plays it around the boards. Bridges pinches and holds it in at the line.
This is where you have to see some pinching from your D.
Wrist shot by Austin. That was blocked, and USF sacrificing themselves. They don't want pucks through to the net. Here's Bridges. Top of the right circle. Slap shot, and that was stopped. Rebound, and Richards holds again. Wow.
And Jeremy Kirsten has to be careful here not to take any...
exactly.
Oh, excuse me, no Jeremy Kirsten. Noah Austin getting the shove. Noah's been getting into it a bit tonight. He's not typically known for being a physical player, but tensions run high in these games, and the guys you see be pretty passive tend to make themselves known.
.318. Pearson won that draw. Winger support keeps the puck down low.
And that was a nifty move there.
Walkers goes to the far side, and here comes USF. It's Tomoyan. Throws it off on net, and that went off the stick of Jack Boken and out of play. I think we're going to see a shortened bench here. We'll see a little bit of the third line, but mostly lines 1 and 2, and a lot of Jack Boken.
Absolutely. I think you're going to see 4 defensemen and 6 forwards from here on out after this shift. And with the defenseman maybe even already on this shift.
That shot was deflected into the left corner. Colin Bridges can't get the puck out. Jack Boken behind the net. He's under pressure there from Walters, but he's going to get away. Boken, nice move, buys himself a little bit more time, and he gives it to Colin Bridges, who will start a breakout. Pass for Lytle off his stick. And USF comes the other way. It's Falbo. Lost it, and it's sent in, and Lytle is the only one forechecking. He looks like he's out of gas. He should get off.
Absolutely. I mean, this is a part of the game where you need to be all cylinders. There's just 2.5 minutes left.
And here's a stretch pass for Lytle. It's a 2-on-1 with Bryce Corner. Lytle, and they waited too long to shoot it, and it was deflected out of play, and he's frustrated because he knows it.
And I mean, that's just, unfortunately, it's a tough break again. It was something I had mentioned earlier about Lytle. And he knows, and he knows.
He knows.
I'm not going to get on him too hard about that. He's trying out there 100%. But it's a frustrating effort there. Trying to get that shot off, and he can't.
Max Minervini has gone to the bench. 6 attackers out there for Embry-Riddle.
And this is going for broke here.
And here's Letarte with a shot blocked. Alex Fowler plays it for Marks. Marks back to the point, corner, wrist shot, stop, rebound, stopped again, in front. Oh my, how did that not go in the net?
That's a great question. I'm not sure how that one didn't go in the net. But
goodness.
Again, you can't buy a goal. And this is the best 6 that Embry-Riddle can put on the ice. And that's what they're looking to do here.
Letarte goes to the front of the net, sits in the blue paint, they jam away at it, it's loose, another shot by Hotzall over the net. Ryan Marks, right corner. 1:48 to go in regulation. Remy Hotzall can't hold it in at the line.
And he's being pressured heavily, and
they're going to call
offsides, and that might be for the best here because that could have been a messy play had USF recovered that.
Yeah, And I think Bob Joyce is going to take his time out.
And he should. And that's just, it's another situation where you're wondering how the puck didn't go in. That puck ended up behind Richardson. I think it went off his back.
And they're going to put Max Minervini back in net and no timeout. I don't know what's going on. What are they trying? I don't think they know where to put the face-off.
And they've swapped out the lines. Brantley Miller's looking to come on as the extra attacker. It appears they put Adam Wittard out there on the top line. And I'll be honest, this is something I would have liked to have seen happen earlier in the season, figuring that Adam Wittard with his shifty and hard-working abilities in the corners would go very well with Marksy's playmaking ability and Fowler's shot. I think this would have been very exciting to see.
And sometimes I think Bob Joyce has been running pairs. You know, he had Fowler and Marks together and Austin and Adam together. So I think maybe it was more of the pairs mentality, but I agree with you that line could be really lethal, and they're going to need to be right now. 1.5 to go here in the third period. Ryan Marks down the left side. Backhand into the zone, and it was high sticked.
And that probably has to stay inside the zone. And
it will.
And Minervini will go to the bench, and with 78 seconds left, well, this is the game.
They're going to call the timeout.
And that should be expected here. He's going to rest his top players here. They need 2. And at times it looks like they had gotten to 2. I'll be honest with you.
I'm with you on that.
Richardson has, now the shots, they're say 36 to 23. I don't know if I believe the 23, but the 36 seems very believable for the Eagles.
Especially with the second half of the third period.
They have put the pressure on, and Richardson's been a difference maker tonight. Give him only 5 starts, but make it count like this, and that's a very solid tandem. You got to figure that the starter tomorrow night is going to be putting on even more of a show.
And he's given head coach Joe Rhodes a reason why shouldn't I be starting, especially with how he's played tonight. He's making his case. And it'll be interesting to see how they split up their goaltending as the season goes on with Sam Coleman and Matt Richard himself.
It seems like Sam Coleman will most likely get the nod tomorrow. And I've seen him here for almost as long as I've been part of Embry-Riddle hockey. And there's a reason why he is the starter usually for this team. He plays incredibly well, and that should be an exciting game tomorrow. But for now, we have 78 seconds left of hockey here in Daytona Beach.
Ryan Marks to take the draw. And he wins it. Comes back to the point. Bridges trying to hold it in. He does. Adam Letarte right corner. Lost the puck and it's cleared to the blue line, but held in by Bridges. Gives it to Adam Letarte. 6-on-5. USF can't clear it again. Letarte, right corner, makes a move. Goes towards the net. Now he's going to go behind the net. He's going to turn and fire. He scores! Short side, bottle popper, Adam Letarte. 56.8 to go. It's 5-4.
And that makes this final minute a lot more interesting.
He's been trying for that all night.
And if there's anyone who deserves a goal right now, it's Adam Letarte. Absolutely hard worker. That was a beautiful goal. You can't do a lot there for Richardson. You come out, you take the angle as best as you can. But sometimes you just got to say, you know what? That deserved to go in, and that did.
And we're not over yet. 56.8 to go in the third period. Ryan Marks to take the draw.
Max Minervini back in net.
And Ryan Marks wins it. Skates down the right side. He's going to send it in. Minervini waiting. Now he's going. Lynch behind the net. Lost it. Marks threw it on net. That was stopped. Cleared down the ice. And that one is going to be wide. Icing.
And they let about another second run off the clock here.
Yeah, you know what? I was wondering that.
This is when you start to get really picky about that.
And Harry Shields and the official are talking to the timekeepers saying, put that time back on the clock.
And Harry, medical trainer, shout out to him as always, doing a great job being out there on the bench and to see if they're adding some time here.
And
maybe not.
No, I think they're trying. Yeah, 41.8 now. Lynch. Unable to get it out. Jack Boken holds it in. Boken, right corner, gives it to Ryan Marks, throws it out in front, and that was blocked. Boken on the wraparound, sits in front, and it's going to be cleared away. And here's a chance for USF. They can't get the puck out. Alex Fowler, right corner, 23 seconds to go. Brantley Miller in there as well.
And he's
laying on the puck.
You can't do that.
And now it's getting now it's getting chippy, and oh, he just threw a punch.
And Brantley needs to make sure he calms down here.
And Brantley's in there with him, and I'm thinking if they're going to give anything, it's going to be Quinn Snells, but I was Lynch that threw the punch first at Brantley Miller, and I think he was the one down that was laying on the puck.
And we need to see what's going to happen here. And
17.2 to go. Alex Fowler just jumped on the bench.
They're looking to come talk.
And Ryan Marks is patrolling. 17.2 to go. What a finish to this game we've had.
And Tim Lynch is making a kicking motion, but I mean, it's obviously he's sitting on the puck.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know what you expect there. You can't do that. So I mean, there's a bit going on here. So at least if they're going to take both coincidentally, this faceoff should stay in the zone.
It should, and that would be very important because they can keep Max out of the net and still keep it a 6-on-5. And
I tell you what, I mean, it's going to be tough to lose Brantley here, but you're taking Tim Lynch, probably arguably one of their best defensemen, off the ice right now. That opens up a huge opportunity here.
And I'm thinking Noah Austin will come over the boards.
I have to agree.
And David Lytle just came over, so he's going to get he's good in front of the net. That's where he's going to be.
We're still looking to see who's going to be the guy who will be the sixth man. I see 5 on the ice right now. Jack Boken and Colin Bridges are obviously staples. Captain Ryan Marks. Kyle Usiak's out there. I'd be hard-pressed not to see Adam Wittart again out there. I think that absolutely should be back. And there's a lot of talking going on here.
There is a lot of talking. I think they're trying to figure out, and they're going to send Brantley Miller to the locker room. So I don't know what that means. And he's not happy. He's shaking his head as he gets off.
And I wonder if they're going to send him for kicking. That could be a 5-minute major.
They can, but and you know what? I don't know what's going on.
They could have given a 5 and a 2. First it looked like coincidentals, but Tim Lynch has not left the box. You imagine that it's nothing more than a 2-minute minor penalty, most likely for roughing. And you wonder if Brantley Miller's not going for roughing, then you wonder what he was sent off the ice for.
He might have just gotten a 10-minute misconduct and not an actual penalty too. You know, that's happened too before.
There are 5 Eagles on the ice, and there is an empty net.
We're gonna see what's going on.
You're wondering what's happening here, and it looks like both are being given 5-minute majors, and Tim Lynch is also being asked to leave the ice as well.
So does that mean it's 5-on-4? That is something else.
But there are 5 USF. Well, there's more than 5 USF Bulls on the ice right now, but
there's like 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Lynch is getting booed off by the, of course,
and throws
amazing Embry-Riddle crowd.
Throws a little kiss to the fans.
Blew a kiss.
I've known Tim Lynch since I was 10 years old, and that's definitely fits his personality. Absolutely, he's a great guy off the ice, no doubt. On the ice, he could be a little tenacious. Games like these, it's hard to cheer for him for sure, but a good guy for sure. We'll see what shakes out here now. If it's going to be 5-on-4, like you said, I think every time I've guessed, Jordan, I've been wrong. So I'm saying you can take this one.
I said it about 2 seconds ago. I have no idea what's going on right now.
And this is welcome back to another round of We Don't Know What's Going On the Ice, starring Jordan Shepard and Andrew Caputo.
What we do know is that there's 17.2 seconds left, and the faceoff is going to be to the left of Richard. That's about it.
Vote now on your phones for what the on-ice strength should be.
And I think we're going to play a hockey game now. Well, finish a hockey game.
And the 6 coming out look to be, or 5 coming out, look to be David Lytle, Kyle Usiak,
Ryan Marks,
Jack Boken, and Colin Bridges. But there's also 5 USF Bulls out there.
Wait. But what?
Let's go.
Yeah, they need another guy. This should be 6-on-5. And
Adam Wittart is coming out to the ice.
They put it on the board, though, 5 minutes. That shouldn't be on the... Okay, now they're sending a USF guy off. So what are they doing?
Which means that they might look to send a...
You know what? The refs don't even know what's going on. Okay, there's a guy in the box for USF, but there's nobody in the box for Embry-Riddle. It's 5-on-4, okay. But why is there nobody in the box?
So technically that actually, from what I've been told, can be done. It just has to, someone has to be there at the end when the penalty time is up.
Okay. DDD, broken one-timer, and that was stopped there. 10 seconds to go. USF's just going to try to pin it in the corner. 5 seconds to go. Lytle plays it back to the point. Bridges turns, wrist shot, deflected. It sits in front, and that will do it. An incredible end to a really exciting game. But the Eagles are going to fall just short in the third period.
You know what this says?
It's on.
Don't come out flat in the beginning of the third period. That was the difference. That was right there.
Absolutely.
Coming out that first minute of the third period, that decides the game.
It was, and yeah. I mean, I guess just with math in general, 5-4. But regardless of that, if they're ready, there's one of the fans is getting into it with one of the USF players. Wow.
And that's not what you like to see here.
No, I don't know what's going on, but we've been saying that all game. 5-4 is the final. USF defeats Embry-Riddle. And these teams will play again tomorrow.
And that was an exciting game. Look forward to tomorrow's matchup. In fact, how it happened last time was that Embry-Riddle lost here at home and won on the road. So be sure to check in tomorrow. USF will be streaming the game at their home arena, of course. And this will be an exciting matchup, a potential playoff matchup. Again, these teams could be meeting each other in the conference playoffs next weekend and at regionals a month from now.
And that will be a very, very exciting game. Well, we want to thank you for joining us this evening. On behalf of Andrew Caputo and myself, Jordan Shepard, thank you and have a good night. 5-4 the final, USF on the Embry-Riddle Game Day Network.